breakdown of a protein, this protein will be converted into carbon, oxygen, then nitrogen, phosphorus, okay? So have you checked your CBC, complete blood report? Yes. So what are the nutrients are there? Have you checked it? No, you have not read. So next time you should read. So what is the highest percentage of nutrient in your body? Carbon, obviously. Carbon is 48% of your body. Then oxygen, it's around 24%, half. Then nitrogen, maybe around 13-14%. Rest amounts are very in tiny, phosphorus or whatever. Right? So already we know about the nutrient transfer patterns. So energy transfer is unidirectional, and nutrient transfer is cyclic. Right? So that is happened mainly due to the decomposers. Right? So the important nutrients for your body, already we discussed, just carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, and some amount you can say phosphorus, sulfur, right? These things. So all of you are familiar with this figure? Yes or no? So in this periodic table, you can see there are very few nutrients are mentioned, and the shaded lines mostly you can say the 99.9% mass of the organism. And somewhere it is written as A, somewhere it is written P, and somewhere it is question mark. Right? So P means these nutrients are taken only by the plants, and A means animals, and question mark means it's still very unclear whether these nutrients are required for any organisms or not. Right? So first is carbon cycle. So also in the last class I have told you, for carbon cycle, do we need decomposers? Do we need decomposers for carbon cycle? How? Mukta? So if there are no decomposers, what will happen for carbon cycle?
So there will be organic carbon.
Means you are saying no cycle will be happen, right? So just now what you are doing? You are respiring. So your carbon dioxide is released to the atmosphere, right? These are accelerated. Then they are again releasing oxygen. Cycle is something. Then decomposers are required. No. So for carbon cycle, it's not necessary. Okay? Decomposers are not necessarily required for cycling. So you can see the total mass of the carbon at present. I think this is the 20 years before data. The carbon content is 7 into 10 to the power 17 gram in the atmosphere. This is huge. Okay? And mostly we are saying that carbon is coming from fossil fuels, and that is in the sink condition, right? or when we can say that whenever we burn them, then maybe carbon can be released to the atmosphere from that process. So you can see here, so from the atmosphere, air and water, carbon content, and also from the carbonate rocks, carbon can be emitted. So this is the photoautotrophs, herbivores, carnivores, then decomposers. So basically P means uptake of carbon from the atmosphere, C means due to combustion, always carbon released. Then R means carbon released to atmosphere due to respiration. Then I means ingestion, because some higher food level is eating or ingesting the lower food level. So that means they are taking the body mass. So body mass is 50%, around 48% of carbon. Right? So ingestion. So then some can be converted into ID. So that means the fossil fuel. Right? Again, dead and decompose, D and D. So after that, then decomposers plays an important role. Okay? So this is a carbon cycle. And as I said, for carbon cycle, decomposers necessarily not required. Okay? Already due to respiration for autotrophs and consumers, the cycle is complete. Any questions?
What was P?
P, photosynthesis. Sorry, P is the uptake of carbon from atmosphere by the plants. Okay? So what are the greenhouse gases? So mainly carbon dioxide, water vapor, methane, NOx, some amount of NOx, SOx, CFCs, right? Okay. So basically whenever Earth has an atmosphere, right? So it traps the sun's heat, then re-radiate to the atmosphere, surface of the Earth. So that's why we are getting the temperature. It's not so cold, right? So that's why the life can be happening. But in other planets, because they have no atmosphere, that's why it's extremely cold, extremely hot. Okay, so that's why life is not happening, or you can't survive. So for the sustaining of life on Earth, greenhouse gases are very important. But nowadays, due to human activities, the concentration of the greenhouse gases are increased disproportionately. It's huge now. So if it's huge, then what is happening? Obviously, temperature of the Earth's surface is increased. So that is the global warming, right? Which is not desired. Okay? Always due to human activities, these greenhouse gases are increased. So there are several greenhouse gases here. Carbon dioxide, mostly is the carbon dioxide. Then SOx and NOx. Whenever SOx and NOx, they will mix together in presence, or you can say the acid rain will be happen. Then NOx and hydrocarbons, whenever they will mix, they will react in presence of sunlight, or you can say in presence of some desired temperature. Then you can say photochemical smoke will be occur. Have you seen photochemical smoke? Huh? In every winter in Delhi it is there, right? And even if in your hometowns you can see it in the winter. So obviously when NOx and hydrocarbons react with each other in presence of sunlight, even if it's not in the sunlight, you can say at the presence of some temperature, right? Then photochemical smoke will be generated. and obviously these NOx and CFCs will deplete your ozone layer, right? So how CFCs are generating? Refrigeration and air condition. Any other systems?
So some industry also.
Yes. So there are so many industries. But even if this is a very little amount, CFCs are emitting to the atmosphere, but this is very dangerous. Right? And obviously, ozone layer on the top of the atmosphere, that is good. But on the surface, ozone is good or bad? Bad. Why?
Because it increases the temperature.
Formed with the oxygen.
Wait.
Because it increase the temperature.
Increase the temperature. How?
That's how ozone layer works.
How? Basically O3, na? 3 oxygen atoms. What is the angle? Bond angle between them. What is the cell? That is for H2O you are saying? For H2O it's 120. Huh? Random number. Please read about it. How basically ozone, ground level ozone, increase the temperature, and also what are the other consequences to
Albedo
our
effect.
health?
Albedo effect. Albedo effect because they lessly reflect the radiation. That's why temperature become increased.
Obviously, they will catch the temperature and again radiate. That's why temperature will be increased. And also what the consequence on the health.
So what ozone layer is doing? So दोनों aspect.
Ozone layer basically it prevents the
So what question is
the ground level ozone, how it increases the temperature on the Earth's surface, and what are the consequences on health, or basically health effect, right? So this is a data up to 2000. You can see the concentration of the carbon dioxide increases hardly 50 ppm, right, in these 50 years. But from 2000 onwards, the increment rate of the carbon dioxide as well as the temperature is very high. So you can see in the last 50 years, temperature increment, average temperature increment was around 0.5 degrees centigrade, right, around. But nowadays, you can say after 2005, the temperature increment per decade, or you can say per year, is 0.5 degrees centigrade, you can say. Like, you can take average after that. But per year, maybe it's increased due to high industrialization. Okay? So if you will see, if you will check the 20 years data and take average, maybe it will 2 degree. Right? So it's huge. So another assignment, you can take data, you can plot data for carbon dioxide and temperature from 2000 to 2024 onwards, up to 2023. From 2000 to 2023. Okay? You can plot data for CO2 and temperature. It is global. And you can see here in this table the residence time. The residence time of the different gases. Which gas has more residence time in the atmosphere? NOx. Right. Once they are released to the atmosphere, up to 100 years these gases will be there. that after 100 years, you can see how they will be degraded. But once they released from your vehicles, or some industries, or from any other sources, so they will be in the 100 years in the atmosphere. Then how to mitigate? So these gases. So basically, at present in USA, to convert 1 ton of carbon dioxide from atmosphere, okay, so they are spending around 200 to 400 USD. This is huge also. So if they are decreasing that money, also all of you should do some such kind of research how this carbon mitigation can be done. So nowadays you might heard about this carbon capture, utilization, right?
Yes.
And some point of view storage. But nowadays they are not storing the carbon directly, because carbon is just acidic gas, right? If you will just store inside the soil, maybe after 100-200 years the soil will be acidified and will not be fertile. So basically we are just drowning our grandchildren, right? This is not a good idea. And if you are just some other methods, some liquid or chemical liquid methods, obviously for that cases you need high temperature. High temperature means around 1000 degrees centigrade. This is also huge, energy extensive, both energy extensive and cost extensive. So there are some other methods how this carbon can be converted to the useful fuels, okay, in economically as well as the energy less energy. So another is the nitrogen cycle. Already we discussed about it. Except carbon, mostly you can say the water and carbohydrate and fats. All other foods contains nitrogen.
For
Right?
the liquid you are talking about ionic liquid, carbon capture using ionic liquid.
Not ionic liquids. I just forgetting the name of that liquid.
Amine.
Amine. Yes.
Amine. Known as amine.
Yeah. Okay, and the presence of nitrogen at present, it is around in the atmosphere, it is around 4 into 10 to the 21 gram. What was the carbon content? It was 10 to the 17. And for the nitrogen, it's around 21. And even if for the rocks, 23 gram. It's huge. But no way nitrogen is not harmful, but NOx is harmful, right? So the forms of NOx are different, and basically NO2 and NO3, they are mostly damaging our environment. And mostly from the vehicles, what is emitting? Huh? NO2.
Just
NO. Just NO is not possible because the lifetime is very small.
But after releasing it,
Even if from that reactions, whenever the reactions are happening in the fuel, the NO is converting to the NO2. So the final product is NO2 and NO3. Okay? So this is a cycle, nitrogen cycle. So you can go through. And basically what are the nitrogen reactions are happening using this nitrogen. So basically ammonification, nitrification, uptake of nitrogen by plants, nitrogen fixation and denitrification. So first is what is ammonification. So ammonification means suppose any kind of nitrogen waste or after death. So this nitrogenous, because nitrogen content materials can be converted into ammonium ion. Okay? Ammonium ion. So that is called as ammonification. So ammonification is basically conversion of nitrogen waste into ammonium ions. So ammonium ion positive, it's negative. Why? Because it's written here positive. Huh? So negative ion can be possible or not? Huh? Don't write on the bench. You should write on the. Is it possible or not? Huh? How?
There exists NH2 plus ion.
Huh? Think about it. On Friday you should tell me. Okay, Harshit, you should tell me first. Even if I forgot. Then nitrification. So now ammonium ion just generated. So this always this conversion happens through some decomposers. Okay? Always. So now these ammonium ions will be converted into first nitrite, then nitrite will be converted into nitrate. Okay? So this is called the nitrification, and always this conversion through some decomposers. You can see here the first stage means ammonium ion to nitrite. So general nitrosomonas, nitrosospira, and nitrosolubles. These are few decomposers. Okay, and from nitrite to nitrate. So this is the general nitrobacter, nitrospira, nitrofructose. These are also few decomposers. So always when conversion happens through some decomposers. Okay. So then uptake of nitrogen by plants. So basically, so they are taking through as an ammonia. And nitrogen fixation. So basically reduction of a nitrogen from the atmosphere. Then denitrification. So in the nitrification, what happens? Nitrate was the last product. So this nitrate will be converted into different kind of forms. Right? So it may be nitrogen oxide, dinitrogen oxide or monoxide, whatever is the simply nitrogen molecule. Always these conversions will be happen through some decompositions. Okay? Understood? Okay? Prabhakar? So what is ammonification? So basically conversion of the nitrogenous or nitrogen waste into ammonia. So as carbon and nitrogen, phosphorus is also important. So basically these plants are taken phosphorus as dihydrogen phosphate. So this is a very stable, or you can say the most in the form of dihydrogen phosphate plants are taking through soil or water. And in some forms they are taking also hydrogen phosphate. That is very slowly because this hydrogen phosphate is a very stable form. Once phosphorus is inside your body, that will be stay forever. Okay? If you are eating much more, don't eat phosphorus content foods. So what are the phosphorus content foods? Banana. Huh? Okay, think about it. So just like, so have you gone through a suppose parking area? Huh? How much time you have stayed there? So many cars are coming in and many cars are going out. How many times you have stayed there? 1 hour? No? Okay. So in that area, what are the most emitted gases? carbon monoxide mostly. So if you are inhaling carbon monoxide, it is a basically odorless gas, right? After 8 hours, maybe carbon monoxide can go out from your body, right? And but if you are taking this phosphorus or some other nutrients, so that will stay for longer time, right? Okay, so this is the simple cycle, and this is another sulfur cycle. Okay, so please you can go through this sulfur cycle. This is the water cycle. Already you know about it, right? Can anybody explain water cycle?
So basically from the
Yes, anybody? Huh?
Water cycle.
Yeah.
The heat comes in ocean, they make the water vapor, then they make the cloud and rain comes.
Okay, so basically transpiration there, first evaporation there, then condensation, then precipitation, then percolation, right? So what is percolation?
circulation is from porous medium.
Yeah, so even if soil and even if the rocks, so they have small pores through that water can go in, right? So this is the basic, or you can say overall nutrient cycle for all kind of nutrients. So you can go through. Already we have discussed about the carbon in the carbon cycle. So suppose, just I said now, if you will do your completely blood reports, blood cycle, right? CBC. So sometimes it is in the lower side and sometimes it will be higher side. So if it is nutrients are in the lower side, what will happen to your body? Malnutrition. So basically you will catch disease. And if it's more than the desired value, huh?
So then also says like if the RBCs will be higher, the body can maybe the blood clotting can maybe the possible.
So you are saying if the concentration of these nutrients are higher than the desired value, it is good? No? Also it is bad. Basically it will create toxicity in your body. Then definitely you need a desired value in that range. Right? Then you will be healthy. So do you know where these nutrients are coming? A source of nutrients.
The plants, do the plants that are taking from the soil and then taking from the plant.
That is in our body, but still we saw nitrogen content, carbon content. So these are very huge in the atmosphere. Huh? Okay. How have you visited a sea or ocean? Huh? You have not visited any sea? Huh?
Yes.
So have you drink that water? How? You have not drink or tested?
Yes.
You have not tested? Huh? It is very salty, na? Saline. High saline content, na? Why? Because in the river, water is fresh. But in the sea, water is salty. Why? Huh? Why? Any idea, any guess?
Because it is flowing water.
Because it's?
In case of river, it is flowing continuously like
Huh?
reasons so that if the nutrients are
कहाँ पे एब्जॉर्ब होते हैं?
Different part are
Means where these nutrients come?
spreading of fruits, spreading of
Fruits is a very small rocks. Okay. So if suppose from Himalaya, if the water is salty, definitely it will be salty in the MP or Kolkata. Huh?
there are different concentration.
Because the nutrients are
Along
soluble in water. So in between the river there is no filter.
along it catches up mineral from slime is white and sees the like the ultimate destination. So the contamination, the concentration of mineral at that particular source increases.
Okay. Suppose 2000 kilometer a river just is flowing, right? So from 0 to 2000 kilometer, definitely it is come across so many nutrients. Then at the end, basically the water would be salty, but it's not like that. Whenever it meets the ocean, then the salt is at the merging point. So you have not think about it. Why the sea water is salty?
It may depend on the ecosystem basically, the kind of rocks under the sea or kind of algae or the plants which releases the nutrition, basically nutrients. It can lead to salinity of water.
Sir, isn't it because the sea is deeper than the
Okay, so this is your homework. Scientifically, you have to give answer. Okay, not the high school standards. On your standards. Answer should be on your standards, right? And scientifically. Why sea water is salty? Okay.
Maybe due to dead organism.
So that is also in the rivers or lakes. In a river or lake, if you will put for years the waste, obviously after that, even if that maybe water taste odor something will be, but it will not be salty.
During COVID time, it become different.
The COD, BOD, pH will be changed, but not salty. Okay. Okay. So I think we should stop here. So next class,
The salt formation occurs in
you have to write how salt formation is happening in reactions, with reactions. Right? Okay. So in the next class, we will learn about, basically I am saying just telling you to read about the consequences of the conventional energy sources on the, or basically you can say the impact of the conventional energy sources on atmosphere. Right? Then how we can mitigate through non-conventional energy sources. Okay? So I can ask someone, so he can at least tell 10 minutes. Okay? Avilasi, Kirti, Archi, Saloni, Nena, Bharti, Vinayak, Vikas,
Yes, sir.
Ritu, Sadhurama, Mohit Kumar, Gupta, Asit Roy,
Yes, sir.
Sasam,
Yes, sir.
Abhay,
Yes, sir.
Ankit, Anushka, Ayush,
Yes, sir.
Lanjar,
Yes, sir.
Hrithik,
Yes, sir.
Aditya,
Yes, sir.
Nisa,
Yes, sir.
Divyanshu,
Yes, sir.
Narendra,
Yes, sir.
Puneet,
Present, sir.
Sarvesh, Rohit,
Present, sir.
Tushar,
Present, sir.
Sanidhya, Raghunath, Sashwat,
Present, sir.
Saurabh,
Yes, sir.
Banwarilal,
Yes, sir.
Shivam,
Present, sir.
Harshit,
Yes, sir.
Deepika,
Yes, sir.
Kushbu,
Yes, sir.
Aniket,
Yes, sir.
Yashasvi, Dipanjan,
Yes, sir.
Anushka Patel, Subhajit, Prabhakar, Rachit, Shiva, Suresh, Naval, Rohit Mehta, Divan, Arya, Jaya,
We are good. Sorry? Yes. Yes, yes. Sorry? I used to play in the midfield. Midfield. Midfield? Yes. I used to play in the midfield. Sorry? Oh, attacking midfield. Who?
I only know how to fight and how to attack.
I have point. So I don't play.
One was the second one.
I don't play now.
But you can play. You can't play.
Yeah, I have
don't want to play.
No, I have an injury here. I will try to play for some minutes.
Like,
Yes, on the knee. Yes.
you can't play. How much time it will take to recover?
So it's a recurring injury. It's recurring.
How much time it will take to fully recover?
It's there, but anytime I can have problem.
Okay.
No, I've made. Yes.
Who sent you file?
With what you yesterday we were doing together.
But your file, that you made.
I
also made, na?
Yes. Yeah. Like.
Because I don't have your pic, na, of that writing.
Sorry? Oh yeah. No problem.
No problem.
Because yesterday, you showed me what to do yesterday, so I went home and did it. I told you, remember, like I was telling you like that. You have shown me what to do.
Go outside. You go outside.
Okay.
How much time do you have need here?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, I only have 4 years.
What is it?
Sorry?
You stand in D2.
4.
4.
Yeah. It,
4 years in India.
oh, how much time have I spent here? I don't remember how much time I have left. It's only 2 years.
So you were born in this country.
No. Yes. I came here in 2018.
So when will you get this right?
I came here in 2018.
2018.
Yes, up to 2022.
So you got admission in D2.
Yes.
With exam.
No. It was a scholarship.
Scholarship.
Yeah.
Or undergraduate.
Yes. International scholarship.
I did try for exam, but I got difficult time.
Why?
I have talent for mathematics, but don't know the level of English that I will get exam. Here is both fields. So my friend got, no, they did not even appear in IMO. They got disqualified in more. That is 2 positions down in IMO. There 5 positions to reach IMO, International Mathematics Olympiad. So I reached only 3rd position, and they are third level, same level. They are good in this, I have that. That's why I did not get international. So how much marks do you get in that? There is some exam for appearing for English or Hindi.
No.
So you don't need to mention anything.
Yes, we don't take any exam.
Okay.
We don't take any exam.
So how do you get
interview?
scholarship? With your talent.
Interview.
Interview and there are some marks for your talent.
Yes, for undergraduate, right? So my results, like the best.
Matric results was best. So
This
you
one.
did not face any competition exam. You have faced, I think. This is 12th grade. Do you complete 12th from your country, na?
Yes.
Okay. So I did appear via the advanced exam. That's why I feel difficulty. And how do you get in this college? Which 46 thing? You got best result in DTU.
Yes, did you results and the interview?
Okay. So you have a plan to do PhD in
No.
college? Huh? Then you have a plan to only do job.
Yes, wait.
Which country?
So this is our grade 12 results.
Grade 1, perfect.
Yeah,
Grade 1, mathematics.
yeah. That's how I came here. I was best in my school. Yeah, I was topper. Yeah.
So you did not learn Hindi. Even
Uh,
you live 6 years here.
So I didn't have time to learn Hindi.
Need time.
I didn't have time. Yeah.
When you learn Hindi, start watching Vine.
Is that what?
Vine means comedy videos.
Oh, for Indians.
You are lucky that you still have videos. Because I have got bored. Because they have not released so many videos. That's why I have a short video for comedy. But yeah, you are lucky that you can see more and more videos. You can learn language.